predominant in the population. And they can either be an asset of development or a liability to development.
He says this can be a dividend if well utilized. He says the push factors out of the rural areas, including lack of better livelihoods and unemployment, is pushing many youth into deplorable conditions in the urban areas. However, the continued migration to the cities, Professor Oucho says, could be counterproductive because the hunt for better lives is instead pushing many into squalor, with the resultant new concept springing, which is the ruralization of the urban centers, with the middle-income earners quickly fizzling into the low-income bracket.
The ruralization of urban areas simply means the transfer of rural livelihoods in urban areas. We are transferring even poverty from rural areas to urban areas, what we call the pauperization of the urban population.
Speaking on the sidelines of the second Africa Rural Development Forum in Yaoundé, Cameroon, Professor Oucho says the solution lies in developing county capital cities that will absorb the youthful population. He says devolved units should begin to invest in infrastructure that allows the youth to invest.
Even the so-called middle income population, or the middle income people, are disappearing in our midst. Most of them are becoming underclass because the economic lifestyles in cities is such that cities have become very expensive. People are simply trying to survive.
Professor Oucho says the spatial aspect of planning of African cities could also be a solution to over-dependence on the traditional cities, including Nairobi, Mombasa, and now Nakuru.
Could be like in the case of Kenya, if the devolved governance could take advantage of developing the smaller towns, starting, for example, with the county capitals. These county capitals should provide a basis for employment, for self-employment, entrepreneurship. And we have to look at the spatial aspects of planning of our country to be able to grade our towns in a kind of hierarchy. The principal cities, the secondary cities, the third hierarchy of the cities.
For the Business Insight, I'm Judith Akolo.